Good afternoon, everybody. And how are we all doing today? Welcome. I'm very glad to have you all here. It is always a treat for me. Zach, Josh, Jay, Chester, it is always lovely to have you here. How is everybody doing? I'm doing tired. I've been awake since 3:30. I've been at work since 4. So I may start astral projecting during stream. If that happens, I apologize. There's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, we're going to get back into Chrono Trigger in just a moment. It is very much getting to a point in the story where, in practical terms, shit is going down. Yeah, Chester, I had a lot to do, and I had to work with our offshore team, who is in a different time zone. So, yeah, Josh, don't worry. Don't worry about it. It's just me. I just needed a place to rest. Nice, Jay. Anyway, let us get back to Chrono Trigger with, among other things, its dang good music. Last stream was quite traumatic in some ways. So we got hold of a machine capable of traveling through time. We no longer have to hull slide. Jay, I mean 4 a.m. And since you're clearly in Central Time, that was 11 and a half hours ago I started work. It was quite something. Anyway, we got hold of a time machine, meaning we no longer have to hull slide in order to get to different time periods. We still can, but we don't have to. And we managed to make our way back to the Kingdom of Zeal in 12,000 BC, where we eventually confronted Queen Zeal. We confronted her pet, she believes, Lavos. The prophet in the Land of Magic was revealed to be Magus himself. However, even his power was nothing compared to Lavos. We were all defeated, and we were all going to die, until Chrono stepped forward and sacrificed himself, taking the full brunt of Lavos' attack, but giving everybody else time to escape. And for the first time, Chrono is dead. Heck, I'm sorry, Copper. I wish you could be here instead of work. But I appreciate the lurk. So yeah, Chrono is no longer in our party. He's dead. And I find it really, really interesting. As I said, I don't think this is the only way... I don't think this is the only game that's ever done that. I don't think it was the first game to do it, but it was the first game I ever played that did it, and it was so incredibly impactful. And here we are. I have chosen this party. Frog is the most natural leader of the people who are left, and Luca and Marl are those closest to Chrono. Isla's a sweetheart, but she's not really super close to anybody, and Fisto is much closer to Luca than to Chrono. Basically by standing right in front of it, Josh, he caused Lavos to focus entirely on him. Thank you for the rainbow. And by focusing on him, the scope of his attack was narrowed. And here we are in the Earthbound village, but our ship, foolishly named Gummy, followed us. This is described as the last village. A few enlightened ones did survive, but no distinctions remain between enlightened and the Earthbound anymore. A moonstone left in a sunlit spot for millennia becomes a sunstone. The Sunkeep of Zeal had such a stone. Ah, that sounds really convenient for someone without the ability to time travel. Sure, Chester. Have fun, Dad. I love you. Very old stones are required to harvest useful amounts of power. Heck, that's super inconvenient for people who have limited lifespans and do not have the ability to traverse time. New survived. Check back with him, because his wares vary from time to time. Oh? You are shop? Ooh, 500 HP? That's nice. I don't really need it, though. I'm gonna get some basic tonics. Surprisingly useful. That's plenty of mid-tonics. You sell ethers. Those are expensive. Oh, those are very expensive. Yeah. I don't remember how to get past him. There's a shiny back there. I demand your shiny, sir. Sir, you're shiny. I demand it. And yeah, we're on this isolated island, which, this is a little feature I love. This was not originally isolated. The tidal wave caused by the destruction of Zeal has cut this off from the rest of the landmass. We can go down here. Whoops. We can go to the commons. And that is how you make progress. But I'm not going to make progress. Not yet. I want to come here, to North Cape. There's a lovely view, and nothing else. Curious. So we go to the only place left. The commons. How can I survive in this land without my magic? You don't need magic to survive. Besides, you're not alone. You're absolutely right. We're alive, and there's always hope. Gotta seize the day. Another thing that happened, which I forgot to mention, in the wake of Lavos' power, several huge gates were opened, sending a bunch of people scattered throughout time. I love you too, Jay. We grew too dependent on a dangerous force. By the way, there's something I love. I'm not sure how well it shows up on stream, but these trees have little lights in them. I've got little green and red and yellow and blue lights, and it always feels very Christmassy to me. Everything and everyone sank to the bottom. The Sea of Clouds has parted, and the blizzard has finally abated. Could the long winter finally be over? Sea of Clouds? Is this Skyward Sword? Ah, he sleep. Must have cried himself to sleep. Let him be. Yeah, the thing is, they're single pixels, the colors. And I've never been sure if it's a weird sprite error or if it's intentional. But it's very pretty. All rested up? Bow and pay homage to our new liege, King Dalton. Fuck you, dickbag. Dalton is the worst. You there! What's wrong? You're lucky to be alive. The old crone and the pesky gurus are gone. I now rename Zeal the Kingdom of Dalton. You're alive? Ah, that vehicle outside must be yours. It's just like the one Balthazar was building. Oh ho ho! Balthazar is in fact who we got it from. Just, 14,000 years from now. I've decided you don't deserve such a splendid toy. Henceforth, it shall be my personal chariot. Oh no, chat, I made a mistake. Oh well, I live with it. Come again, sir? You'll have to come with me. You might start a rebellion or something. And now, as a token of my esteem for you, take this! Bruh, I don't care. What? Ha! How's this? Shit, he used 1% of his true power. So I made a mistake. Where is this? Our equipment's gone. Our items too. Confound it. The money too. This is depressing. So, we have no weapons, no items, and no money. The mistake is, if you bring along Isla, her weapon is her fist. They can't take that away from her. So, in this section, it is very useful to have Isla along with you. It is not at all a requirement, but I always do. So, this is going to be an interesting experience. You can save at least. I want to do it this way. We're going up. The sky? Then we're inside. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're inside the Blackbird, the enormous flying ship we saw a couple of times, but never in detail. It's not a lot of place we can go from here. Huh? There's an air duct. Also, chat, there's a high-pitched sound throughout this whole section. It is just part of the game. There's nothing I can do about it. We can check out the lower deck from here. So yeah, we Metal Gear lads. And you can navigate through the air vents. I like this section. It is very unique. I know a lot of games have weird stealth sections, I feel like this pulls it off better than most. And you're trying to find one of these rooms has your equipment. I think it might be this one. No. But this room does let you get out. Okay, when you don't have a weapon, you just get thrown back in prison if you get caught. Which I didn't remember, because I've used Isla so often. Nothing useful there. That's a lot of enemies. Okay, I was trying to sneak past them. Heck, I keep doing that. I used to have this entire map memorized. As you can tell, I no longer do. That's not going to be useful. I think we've checked there already. I believe there is an unguarded room, which is the one that will have your equipment. Hey, you! Look, he's messing around with the gummy. Shh. Pay close attention to what you're doing. This will be my royal heir throne. The world now belongs to me. What a dickbag. He's gonna fuck up our time machine. No way of seeing what's in this room, except going down it. Whoops, that doesn't take you into the room. Ah, this is super frustrating. And me going up that ladder every time is also super frustrating. To me, if not to you. Well, we've been as far south as we could, as far north as we could. There's not much useful. Something over there. That room we know is not particularly useful. There we go. Got Frog's equipment back. You don't get everyone's equipment all at once. But having one person who can fight is incredibly helpful. Having it be Frog, who is rad, also incredibly helpful. Now I have to try. That's not useful. I have to try to find Luca and Marl's gear, and we will go forward from there. That one's not great for us. There is one round here with two dudes guarding it. And now that we have a weapon, we can do something about that at least. I kind of stop sneaking around once two people have their weapons. It's hard to tell if he's guarding something. Same with him. Oh! Okay, this is just my cell. I'm getting confused up in the air vents. I also have a sword now. Without weapons, they're powerless? Oh, I can lure them in here. That's sick. Ow! The pain! The pain! What's wrong? Luca, that was fucking brutal. I'm impressed. Again, I've never done that. I've never had reason to. Fortunately, these guys are not that tough. I mean, for obvious reasons. It would be quite mean to give you super tough enemies in a situation where you are severely underpowered. Got back my money. Yeah. You can flip these conveyor belts.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Thank you, Jay. And it is all coming together. Slowly but surely. Ooh, I forgot he's got that counter. Got Marl's equipment back. Lovely. Now we're just... God, the Dukes always catch me off guard, and I kind of love it. We learned a new dual tech there. Ice water. It uses ice and water. So, it's no huge surprise there. Oh, that's several of them. Let's try it. Yeah, that did the trick. Okay. So, we've got basically everything we need from down here. We've checked both of those rooms. Nothing useful there. Fuck it. Ow. Okay, that hurt a little bit. This is much less maze-like when you're literally just walking around on the ground. It's only the air vents that make it super frustrating. Frog levels up. And everyone is re-equipped. Now we're just looking for our items. Which I'm guessing through there. Marl levels up as well. And yeah, there is unfortunately a whole other section. Even more heck. This better be our items. There we go. Cool. Let's do some healing. God, Frog took a bit of a beating there. And let's use a single ether. Okay, we're basically back up to full. I remember this ladder. You can come out onto the wing of the airplane. And it looks kind of rad. And you can also fight these guys. Who are, if I remember correctly, a little bit frustrating, yeah. Like those boulder dudes on the floating mountain, they have a very high dodge rate. And they stop you from using all techniques. But unlike those dudes, they also attack you. These guys are kind of rough, but if I remember, definitely worth it. Oh. He self-destructed, so I didn't get anything out of it. This is the frustrating thing about these guys. Oh, there's two of them. Well, this sucks even more. Fortunately, it's not Pokemon self-destruct. They don't deal damage to you. But they do make it... so you don't get anything from them. Which is what I'm here for. Yes, Copper, we're on the wing of an airplane. That went poorly. There's nothing to do on the wing, by the way. Except fight these guys. Which I suppose isn't really a nothing. Because they're so good if you can beat them. No, Marl, you were doing super well before. Frog, you're right there. Luca, you're 3 feet away from him. Heck. This definitely isn't worth it. Again, so much easier when you're level 99. A, you don't need to do it because you don't really gain anything from it. But also, your hit rate is so much higher when you're higher level. Oh. Oh, come on. He's at pretty low health. Oh, come on. Okay. We beat one of them. Got 1,500 experience points, but 100 tech points is the big thing. Frog learns Frog Squash. One of his coolest and most iconic techniques. The lower your HP, the more damage it does, which makes it great for boss battles. There is in fact a strategy for keeping Frog at below 100 hit points. It is high risk, high reward. There is another plane wing. And I want to get what I can out of that one as well. Oh, I was wrong. Or at least it's not here. I can still sneak around for some reason. Okay. I'm kind of super confused about where to go next. Marl learns Ice 2 and learns the dual tech Glacier and Antipode 2. We've already seen Antipode, which is a fire and ice technique. Antipode 2 is that, but more powerful. Glacier is ice water, but more powerful. There's a lot of powerful stuff going on here. I don't know where to go next. Which is slightly confusing, because I was pretty sure I knew where to go next. Well, way down south was where we saw Delton fucking with things. So somewhere around here seems like our best bet, question mark? Is there like a whole other section down here? No, doesn't seem like it. No, this is just stuff we already know, I think. Yeah. So how do we get to and interrupt Delton? Whoops. Ah, thank you, Stitch. I had a feeling I'd forgotten something, but I didn't know what it was. Should be updated now. Okay. No more emote slots for me. I genuinely don't remember where to go next. Huh. I think I've beaten all the soldiers in all the rooms. The robots respawn, so they're not useful. Heck you.
They call me Mr. Pig!
Chair! Thank you for the raid. How was... I know you were doing Broforce and you managed to get 2 PBs. And you soloed a Chameleos with a greatsword. I'm thoroughly impressed. I haven't played Monhan in a while. Because technical difficulties and other things have been taking up my time. Everybody's poo brain with greatsword. Greatsword is the poo brain weapon. I'm poo brain at the moment. I love this area too, except I'm deeply confused about where to go next. I feel like I've cleared out everything. I obviously haven't. But I can't remember what I'm doing wrong. I probably just have to kill more dudes. I probably missed some dudes who I could have killed. Like him. He deserves to die. Yeah, chair. Probably the best pixel art ever achieved in 16-bit. Among my favorite stories in any game ever. There's just everything about this game is perfect. Hi, Dan. How are you doing? You are, Dan. Hey. Secrets. Secrets. Well, I got the secrets. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm genuinely confused. I've played this game probably upwards of 10 times, and I may have to look up a walkthrough. I feel like it was something like you break through this grate or something by just walking over it a couple of times, but I've done a lot of that. I thought maybe it was beat all the dudes, but I've beaten all the dudes. Thank you, Paula. I do need that. Also, how are you, Paula? I've been as far north as I could. Through into the next area. You see, the big thing, I feel like I'm missing something on one of the wings. And this is the only wing I can reliably get to now. I didn't go far enough back, maybe? Yes. This is where I had to go. I'm tired, Paula, but I'm glad to be streaming. Something cometh. What's going on? Hey, Golem. We've fought this BB before. I'm going to drop down a save state, because I don't want to repeat all of that, and I forgot to save. This is Golem Boss. Unsurprisingly, more powerful than Golem or the Golem twins. That was pretty powerful. Let's see... Wait. Oh, it's Isla who can steal. Heck. Hi, Red Mage. Frog's already pretty dang quick. Heck, I hate when they do, like, countdown attacks. Because they're always super powerful. Wait. We're consistently doing a lot of damage. I just worry it's not enough a lot. Glacier is a good looking attack. Let's protect... Luke has actually got the lowest everything at the moment. He counted down and nothing happened. Is this dude all talk? They don't have a triple attack, unfortunately. He's counting down again. Oh my god, is it all a bluff? Yeah, red pin does less damage, but takes way less MP. Marl, you can actually heal up Luca a little bit. So far, this dude has not successfully done anything. Now that could change at any time. But I find it both interesting and kind of hilarious. We can try to use provoke to confuse him. Holy fuck! That actually had an effect? He's scared of us? Oh my god, he's not scared of us. He's scared of heights. That is actually adorable. He doesn't do anything because he's just scared of heights. I feel so sorry for him. Everyone levels up. Phew. It's complete. I've done it. Oh, there are wings on our time machine. See these beautiful wings? Now this is a king's throne. I now name it the Aero Dalton Imperial. God, you're bad at this. And they're gonna be my first victims. Aero Dalton Imperial, engage! No, 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 no! Stop the music! There we go. See, even he knows he's a villain. Ready for takeoff. The Aero Dalton Imperial. We have liftoff, Houston. Okay, odd reference. Look! Gummies! It's flying! Yes, Gummy, you're flying. Do you hear? Gummy's on my desk, as he frequently is. It's not Gummy! It's the Aero Dalton Imperial. You are excess baggage. Make like the wind and blow out of here. Yeah, dude's added lasers. You are like insects to me.
Oh no.
Accurate, Chair. There. It's all your fault, Chrono. Give back Chrono! Holy fuck, Marl! You... Okay, so first order of business. Frog needs him some MP. Let's haste up Frog. Or yourself. I apparently clicked on the wrong thing. He responds to fire with magic. To fire with ice. Which heals Frog. That's good to know. So Frog is solid in this fight. As easy as Golem Boss was, Dalton is not. Go! Golem Boss! Oh. Because Golem Boss was destroyed, he just opens a portal to nowhere. Is Gummy okay? Yes, Gummy is fine and sleepy. That groundling thief! More importantly, did he change the controls? What's that lever for? Frog, hit the Y button, quick! Yeah, Y no longer does time travel. Instead, it shoots lasers. Which fuck up everything. Well, then try the X button. Well, it's one of the great technological marvels of all time, and we just destroyed it by mistake. Yeah, justice! Dalton got what he deserved. Oh, that ship can fly! And Gummy gets its own theme, which is so good. Phew, now I get it. Fantastic. We are actually in his debt. It needed a remodel anyway. Chrono. Marl. That poor lad. Yeah! Our time machine is now also a flying ship. Which is what every retro RPG needs. At some point you need the flying ship. And boy did they pull it off. Chrono's gotta be somewhere. I'll find him. Marl, he's not lost. He got vaporized by a laser beam. Oh? Okay. Can't do much yet. You got anything new, buddy? Oh! So you've got some new weapons. The Rune Blade is a massive improvement for Frog. Oh! Everything's so expensive. Why is everything so expensive? Let's use a shelter. And let's find out if anybody can help us. It's this lady. You remember a long while ago, we spoke to this lady and told her not to destroy this tree, which the Queen had ordered her to destroy. This mysterious sapling. Maybe someday it will help change our environment. And the kid is running around with Janus's cat. The cat who apparently loved nobody but Janus. Cat sure as heck doesn't like me. Yeah, you already told me that. A stranger trying to locate someone passed by after you left. Curious. No one had ever seen the person who came looking for you. Could he be a friend of yours? Glad to see you've all recovered. We're slowly recovering. We've got to start from scratch. So the only clue we have is someone came by looking for us. And boy, was it somebody indeed. So, it's you. Mages. Behold, everything is at the bottom of the sea. Gone is the magical kingdom of Zeal, and all the dreams and ambitions of its people. I once lived there, but I was another person then. A dimensional warp! This power is beyond human control. No, we'll be dragged into the warp. Jala! No, Janus, stay away! But... It's a... Rip Melchior. Rip Gaspar. And Rip Balthazar. That went well. Shala! Janus! This is... Hey. Nothing here. This must be the end of time. And Janus, the boy once thought to have no magic, was transported to the medieval period and grew up to be Magus, one of the most powerful magicians of all time. So, thou art that filthy urchin. Ever since Lavos' time portal stranded me in the Middle Ages, I have waited to even the score. You interrupted me just when I had summoned Lavos to my castle. How ironic that, having been drawn into yet another portal, I would end up in this age. Being from the future, my knowledge of the past enabled me to convince the Queen that I was a mighty oracle. But no history book could have prepared me for what happened here. Unimaginable is the power of Lavos. Anyone who dares to oppose it meets certain doom. At this rate, you too will meet a hideous fate. Just like that poor fool Chrono. You dare to insult him? He's history. Play with fire and you get burned. Magus, hold thy tongue. Okay, chap. Very cool moment here. I am going to save. Because you can fight mages, or you can choose not to. I'm only going to follow one of these paths all the way to completion, because they do have a very slight effect on the end game. But let's fight him. stand back. I like the fact that this is a duel. This is not Frog and the rest. This is Frog versus mages. I never imagined that we would settle our score in this dusty old era. Come, let us finish this charade. And he attacks with fucking scythes, which is rad as all hell. And Mages has the best music. I have no idea what his HP is. Or if I'm doing well at all. You'll notice, he's not really using magic. My god, what timing. Oh, okay. He was just keeping all of his magic until I said he wasn't using magic. That's certainly a technique. I was too cocky. That fucking healed me! I forgot! Oh, I forgot that ice healed me. That's kind of hilarious. But yeah, this is a long fight. Yes, keep icing me. Yeah, most people don't do this fight for perfectly understandable reasons. But I did a save state because I want to do this. Also, hi, Kiliani. Haven't seen you around in a while. It's lovely to have you here. Yes, heal me, bitch. I think I've only done this fight once. And I've played this game so many times. Heck, I'm glad to hear you're alive, Copper. But I'm sorry that it's so shitty. No, not at all, Jay. This is an incredibly cathartic moment. You get 3,000 experience and 4,000 gold. Cyrus, I hath avenged thee. Defeat me, and you will break the curse on Frog. If you want to bring Chrono back, find Gaspar, the Guru of Time. and he dies, leaving behind his amulet. Which is, I believe, an accessory. I've been wrong before. It's a bit far down. I know it's somewhere in here. There we go. The amulet is an accessory which protects your status completely. You cannot get any other status ailments. But this isn't what I want. The amulet's great. The catharsis of defeating mages is amazing. But it's not what I want. Mages deserves an opportunity at redemption. King Koshe. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Welcome. And yes, you are completely correct. I just wanted to show the fight against mages. Because it's such a fun fight. And I feel like the end of it is very cool. But if you forgive him, vanquishing thee will neither return Chrono nor Cyrus. Yeah, I know the feeling, Copper. Just water plants 5 days in a row? Oh shit, I'm sorry, Copper, that's a terrible feeling. Okay. Bye, bitch. Wait. Did you just call me a bitch? I'll come with you. Treachery! You know, there just might be a way to bring him back. Nonsense! Gaspar, the guru of time, knows how to restore lost or misplaced time streams. It feels really weird to have the opportunity to rename mages, given that he's been a major named character for like a chunk of the game so far. I never do. Also, I completely missed what Kiliani said. An event going on right now called Final Fantasy V 4-Job Fiesta. One time, the guy who does that did a Chrono Trigger version, where the bot tells you which characters to use when you have choices. Where's that happening, Kiliani? Because it sounds interesting. And Magus joins us. Level 37 makes him our highest level character. And perhaps unsurprisingly, as we'll see in a moment, he has the highest magic stat, and you can see he has the highest MP. Luca, Frog, and Robo. That is a very unusual final party. Magus has the coolest running sprite. Because he just hovers. You know, like a badass would. Magus wields the Dark Scythe, the Doom Helm, the Raven Armor, nothing else matches it, and you still get the amulet. He still has the amulet. He is also classed as a Shadow-type damage dealer, even though he has access, as we've seen, to lightning, ice, and fire, as well as Dark Bomb. We haven't unlocked that yet, but that is his first Dark-type move. Interestingly, he does not have water. Ice and water are classed as the same element, but I find it interesting that Frog has magic that Magus doesn't. Magus has no dual or triple techs with anybody. At least not natively. A while ago, we picked up an interesting item. If I can find it here. Called the Black Rock. The Black Rock allows mages to use... It's not unlocked, but it allows mages to use the Dark Eternal triple tech. Mages has to equip accessories. There are various colored rocks throughout the world in order to be able to use triple techs. It's not what I'm doing with him, but it's good to know. Silver Stud is actually solid on him. And let's go spend my meager amounts of cash. Star Sword. This basically confirms, which I don't super like because I feel like the game is giving away its own secrets. But this kind of confirms that Chrono's coming back. Or can come back, at least. You can get new weapons for him. The Rune Blade is a massive improvement for Frog. And the Hurricane is a significant improvement for Magus. However, Magus' auto attack is already higher than Frog's, so I'm not going to worry about that. God, Magus is a badass. Thank you, Jay. I will hydrate. Hydrate or dihydrate? And I'm gonna sell some equipment I'm not using anymore. Lumen Robe. It's on Marl at the moment, that's fine. Oh, Ceratopper would be an upgrade for Marl or Fisto. Dark Mail is useless for everybody, as are our two Rock Helms. Glowhelm would be an improvement there. Dream Gun I can sell. Load Vest is actually pretty solid. Demon Edge I can sell. Ruby Vest is still useful because of that 50% fire reduction. You got a lot of useless weapons here. That got us a chunk of cash. Jay, thank you for the heart rainbow. So yeah, even though it wasn't strictly necessary to do so, I did want to go through the fight with mages just to show it off. It's something people frequently don't see. And if you come here with mages, Janus's cat recognizes him. As long as it's been, his cat still immediately knows who he is. Which is so fucking cute. And he stoically ignores it. Because he thinks being an edgelord makes him cool. Anyway, let's do another save state, just in case. What's that? Huh? That's... And this is one of my favorite moments. The Ocean Palace rises from where it was sunk. I think they're calling us. The Ocean Palace hath risen, surely it doth beckon us. The Undersea Palace, this is impossible. The Ocean Palace rises from where it had sunk, beneath the waves. But it is no longer called the Ocean Palace. It is now the Black Omen. This is one of several paths now available to us to get to the end of the game. This is the longest and in some ways the most complete. Oh god. I forgot that things immediately tried to kill you. Chrono, Robo, Isla. Solid choice. Ow. Chrono, Marl, Magus, then Luca, Frog, and Robo. Luca, Frog, Robo is the weirdest of those. And yet I also don't see my standard setup in there. Since this is one of the paths to the end of the game, and there's much still to do, I am not going to do the Black Omen yet. However, there's this weird cave here. This is the cave that held the portal that brought us here in the first place. Everything around here is gone, but that's still there. Let's return to the end of time. We know that that is where the Guru Gaspar ended up. And perhaps he can tell us a little of what's going on. Yes, I forgot to warn everybody, but we did do a whole slide. I think I did that twice. Before I speak to Gaspar, with Magus in the party, I want to speak to Specchio. Hey, that punk rocker hasn't been coming around lately. That's a reference to Chrono. You know, Chrono, the one who died. Phew! You holding a marlin here, kids. He can use Shadow, and he could probably teach me a thing or two. Hi, looking for some practice? The levels we're at, this is going to be pretty tough. But let's try it. Just fucking immediately. Yeah, physical attacks do nothing to him. Specchio is immune to all physical attacks. Yeah, we're kind of outclassed here. Everything's dealing too much damage. But it's cool to be able to use all of the spells. Mages, we may have hated you until 30 seconds ago, but now we want you to survive. Yeah, do your lightning. Oh no, Marl's dead. I didn't heal Marl for some reason. Whoops. Does this count as physical? It probably does. It does. Oof. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to out DPS him. I probably won't manage, but strategy is not working out. And that's the end of it. Fortunately, these don't actually matter. Heal up. Save up. And speak to Gaspar. Hey, where's that healthy kid with the radical haircut? This is terrible news. I have nothing to give you but this song. It's called Memories of Chrono. Also known as Marl's theme. That would actually be kind of fun and kind of messed up, Copper. I wish I could lend a hand. We're looking for the Guru of Time. The Guru of Time, eh? Heard of him, of course, but what do you want with him? He knows how to bring Chrono back. To bring back lost loved ones. It's what everyone wants. Chrono must be proud to have friends like you. Well, he doesn't know where the Guru of Time is. Oh? Here, take this with you. What be this? Methinks an egg? Let us call that the Chrono Trigger. Roll credits. It is pure potential. By unleashing a specific course of events, it can have a powerful effect on time. Ask the one who made the gummy, your Wings of Time, how to hatch it. Yeah. Links are permitted in my chat. Like an egg, it represents a possibility. It may or may not hatch. But the Chrono Trigger gives you the potential to get your friend back. The egg will have an effect equal to the effort you put into your search. No more and no less. Don't forget that. As long as you keep Chrono in your heart, the day you are dreaming of shall arrive. I get it. It's you, isn't it? Wait a sec. Are you Gaspar, the Guru of Time? Well, I believe that's what they used to call me. ages ago. And we obtained the Chrono trigger. There is no description. Nice, Copper. So, I always bring Luca with me to do this. Always. He was a pain, but now that he's gone, I don't go getting any stupid ideas. He was like a brother to me. I always bring Luca along on this part of the game. It matters a lot to me to have her. I would also like to take this opportunity to speak to each of the characters to see what they have to say about Chrono. Without Chrono, everyone is depressed. Yes, you can join, just so that I can swap Marl out. Because I like hearing what the characters say. Chrono's strong, not gone yet. Isla find Chrono. I honestly think that's so sweet. Isla has no fucking doubt that he's still alive. Like, it never even occurs to her to doubt. What does Frog say? That fool. No one that young is supposed to leave this mortal coil. I don't. I've spoken to almost everybody. She just says, let's go get Chrono. Because she's in love with him. Which is very sweet. Doesn't matter if he's here or not. My attention is focused elsewhere. Fucking dickbag. Also, I just noticed, Isla is already at 999 HP. That is so quick. Okay. This is the party we're going with one slight change. I like to have mages leading the way here. It makes no difference to gameplay. But given that Magus knows more about the gurus than anybody else, this is the team that makes the most sense. We can also, as Kiliani points out, now equip the Black Rock in order to get access to... Still not shown, but we should be able to use the Dark Eternal tech now. It's based on Dark Bomb. That would explain it. So, there are a couple of other places we've seen people who know this shit. We know that in the year 1000 is the Guru Melchior. Yeah, this is his place. You'll notice the Black Omen remains throughout time. Even now, 13,000 years later, it appears unchanged. Given that, Kiliani, I'm gonna switch back to the silver, not the silver earring, the silver stud for now. Can Melchior help us? Yeah, no, I appreciate it. The black omen which floats in the sky, made by neither the mystics nor the humans. What does it portend? The black omen is interesting. Because this is one of the few times in the game where we've made a large-scale, sustained change to history. Not only is the Black Omen here, but as far as anyone is aware, the Black Omen has always been here. A 10. Where's Chrono's mom? Oh no. Oh, hello. Is Chrono okay? Yeah. Just fine. I hope he's behaving. Tell him to be good, alright? Listen. I mean... Yes, dear? We'd like to borrow this doll for a bit. Well, I fucked up the order of this. You'll find out why I need this, but it turns out that I know too much about the game, and I did shit out of order. Go right ahead, dear. So yeah, way back in the first episode, I spent a while getting frustrated and doing games at the carnival in order to get that Chrono doll. And this is when you need it. That is not what I was... Like, I didn't want to see that part of it. I just wanted to see Luca being awkward. But if Gaspar is unable to help us, and if Melchior is unable to help us, then perhaps Balthazar can help us. God, beating all of the games at the festival is so not worth it. Especially the one. You all know the one I mean. An interesting cave here, called the Sun Palace. I am going way ahead of schedule. I'm about to die because I'm doing something I'm not meant to be doing. So I'm actually just going to pause to explain what's going on here. So, this is something I normally do much later in the game. This is a fight against the Son of Sun. I'm probably going to lose. But I'm not gonna fucking back out. I just... You know, in a sense, it's kind of nice. Because if I were playing this game blind, this is exactly what I would have done. Well, no. Not quite. If I knew nothing about it, I would have fumbled much more. But at the same time, once you can travel around the world, yeah, I would have looked for the weird caves, and I would have seen the shiny, and I would have fucked up. So yeah, you've got to find which one of these flames is the real flame. But he can cast Flare, the most powerful fire magic, which does that. Rip Marl. And unsurprisingly, he will shuffle them around at some point. There we go. So yeah, I'm way too early for this fight. You don't hear this music often. Yeah, I got a straight up game over. Fortunately, I saved. Yeah, that fight is rough when you're properly leveled. Under-leveled, it is near impossible. There is a pro tip for that. Any gear you can get which reduces fire damage is basically essential, and the red vest, which absorbs fire damage to heal you, is kind of essential. Because almost all of his attacks are fire attacks. Again, the Black Omen. And this is where Balthazar was last seen. On Death Peak, you will find the power to restore life. But to activate this power, the deceased must be important to the space-time continuum. And you must have a clone identical to that person. Only then can a Chrono Trigger work its magic. Without the clone, there's no point in going to Death Peak. Now scram! That's what you're meant to do before you go get the doll. But I, being a dingus, went out of order. But then I died. So it's fine. Technically, that timeline never occurred. Why am I here? I mean, it's not wrong, Bubbles. I went up against a late-game boss in mid-game. We're gonna go through this whole palaver again. Okay. Dole, get. Stay out of trouble now. Don't climb any evil, cursed mountains in order to try to bring back the dead. That would be fucking with the timeline. And we do not fuck with the timeline in this household. Okay, let's chat to this guy again. See if he's willing to help us now. To activate this power, the deceased must be important to the space-time continuum. You must have a clone identical to that person. Enough. The time has come for you to attempt Death Peak. It's the only chance you have of reviving your friend. The last program I've implanted in this creature's memory banks will help you up the mountain. Stand back. Oh! Hello, little sheep friend. It's not Death Mountain, it's Death Peak. Completely different, Bubbles. The 3 entities you saw will help you climb Death Peak. This ends my message. Now I must ask you for a favor. This creature has executed its program. Please let him sleep. The switch is on his stomach. So yeah, you have the opportunity to switch him off. Forever. This creature sleeps beyond the flow of time. Always found something kind of melancholy about that. I know it's a machine, but Fisto has shown us that machines are essentially sentient at this point. But nonetheless, there was nothing left for him to do. And there's nothing left for us to do, but to attempt to climb Death Peak. The winds of Death Peak really like to try to blow you off. Before this point, it was impossible to climb. Now, these dudes turn into trees, which can help you. But it's still really fiddly. Try to get to the next one. I mean, it is kind of Bubbles. You're not 100% wrong. God. I never have this much trouble. I mean, I suppose that's what streaming is about. Second tree. Help me. Fortunately, it is only that first part that is impossible. The rest of it, I mean, is still tough, but for different reasons. I really want to get a Roomba. Bubbles, what issues is your Roomba having? Yeah, Magus is super good. Got a magic ring, which boosts magic, as the name would suggest. Let me get there. There's cool shit there. These guys are called crackers, which I really like. Keep saying that the spin brushes are obstructed after running for 5 to 10 minutes. Sounds like you got a faulty unit. Sounds like you need to send it back. Well, we took an unpleasant amount of damage there. But it's fine. Well, you see, Bubbles, that was your first mistake. Yeah, there are straight up demon skeletons up here. Who I believe are immune to magic. No. No, very much not. Yeah, but name it like Roomba 1 or some shit. Don't get attached to it. That's how they get you. Immune to shadow. I think you're correct about that. Got one wall ring. Which is kind of a silly name, but kind of a badass item if I remember. Wall ring. Gives plus 10 magic defense. Yeah, Bubbles. Either return it or get it. Either return it or send it to get fixed. That is clearly not normal and not good. There's a secret item. You are not going to keep me away from my rad item. His name is not Robo Kiliani. My chat decided that his name was Fisto, which I love. I may name him Fisto in all future playthroughs. Yeah, get Miku fixed. She deserves it. Luca learns Mega Bomb, which is kind of exactly what it sounds like. Ah, fuck off. And here, we discover something terrifying from a lore perspective. That is... a Lavos spawn. There is no longer only one. Lavos is reproducing, and while it may be kinda cute, it is also a terrifying thing to think of. And while it's never 100% confirmed, this essentially tells you why Lavos came to Earth. He is here to consume our planet, to have children, and to send those children out to further planets. He is a planetary scale parasite. Fuck. Shooting the shell makes it do that incredibly powerful needle attack. Which is what Marl just did because she was confused. God, these things are tough. I had forgotten. Please no spoilers for Chrono Cross. I've never played it. Wow! We got fucking wrecked. This may not be the best team. Because we've got very good wide-scale attacking. Well, magical attacking. But for pinpoint damage, we've got very little good. I'm gonna try it with this team again, but then I'm gonna swap out. Probably then it's in the... it must be in the DS or PS1 version. Because... to the best of my knowledge, the Time Devourer is not canon to the original release. Which does not mean not canon. DS. So yeah, these guys are standard enemies, but they're also basically mini-bosses. I'm actually going to do Protect. I have heard mixed to positive things about the DS version. Oh, Kamarl. Oh, it didn't actually hurt her. Or it didn't confuse her, at least. Okay, Protect did fucking nothing against that. I can't believe Jay would spoil it like that. Naming his Roomba after Robert, the most famous endgame boss. Yeah, but from my understanding, the additional content is not great. If this keeps being bad, which is what it looks like. I'm going to change up our party. Pool bubbles. Because what I read was I pooped in my late grandma's basement, which is a whole different story. I'm very sorry to hear about your grandma. Got a Giga arm for Fisto. Which is a massive improvement. So yeah, as I said, Lavos is a planetary parasite. He eats planets, he destroys them, and then when he is done with all they have, he has spawn, which presumably gets sent out to the rest of the galaxy. Which does answer the question of where he came from in the first place. Died a year and a half ago. Well, I'm still sorry to hear that, Bubbles. That is a travesty, Kiliani. He's the best character in the whole damn game. Yeah, well, that's on your mom's sister. You're being a good person, at least. Got a Brave Sword. I believe that is for Frog. There's a big ol' improvement. Oh! That genuinely caught me off guard. So yeah, the team I have here is very good. Ooh. The team I have here is very good for everything except the Lavos spawn. For fighting the little fuckers, honestly, it doesn't matter who you have other than mages. Because he can just one-shot all of these. But the Lavos spawn is a massive, massive challenge. As it should be. They are the babies of the BBEG. Okay. Let's go save again. Heck. This is actually one of the better places to grind if you're going to at this part of the game. Because enemies spawn frequently, they give a lot of experience. And let's also give an ether to... to mages. 2 ethers. How did I not see this? Oh, I did. It was just... I died shortly afterwards. You know, like a chump. Singular egg. I am not going to magic singular egg. I should have magicked. Got a star scythe, which is a big upgrade for mages. Oh, that sounds terrifying. You know for a fact that crawl space under her house, guaranteed to be haunted. Okay. I hate that you have to just start the fight off with a ton of healing. And you can't use your most powerful techniques because almost all of them are multi-hit attacks. Bubbles, that's the worst kind of haunted. Cure mages. Because even without his magic, he is one of our primary DPS. No, don't fall asleep, please, buddy. He fell asleep. Of course he did. You know what? Ghost Snake is a terrible thing to say. Secure yourself, Marl. Yeah, I've basically just got to keep Marl on healing and Luca and Magus on DPS. They're about equally good at it. I'm not clicking that link, Bubbles. Not on stream and not knowing that you just said Ghost Snake. Magus learns Dark Bomb. Marl learns Cure 2. Let's take a look at those. Dark Bomb is a dark type magic attack. Nothing special. It's on the way to learning Magic Wall, which increases allies' magical defense. Very useful. And Marl learns Cure 2, which heals an ally fully. At the moment, Cure is already doing that, so that's not too useful. But we're on the way to Life 2, which revives an ally and fully restores HP. It is so good. You also, hopefully, never need it. Gotta use more ethers. I've got a lot of mid-ethers. I can afford to burn one of those. Boy, save states are nice. Hey, another one of these dolls. Be careful, it's slippery. Fall and you'll have to start over. That's what you think. The strength of the wind, unfortunately, varies along the bridge. So that happens. Save states? Save states very much are the mountains of nice. And guess what? Another save state, so I never have to do it again. Vedic Blade is, I'm assuming, another weapon for Frog? No. A weapon for Chrono, question mark? If so, it's not one I remember. Yeah, weapon for Chrono. River of Eggs. Okay. Push the shell. Climb the shell. That is a useful hint. But it doesn't sound like a useful hint. Anyway, way down here was a chest we saw at the beginning, containing a dark helm. Big ol' improvement for mages, and also cuts shadow damage by 50%. Also, doesn't Marl have an upgrade she can get? Yeah. Not huge, but she does. I really haven't worried a lot about Marl's anything. More of this bullshit. It's a very frustrating move, but they learned well from Papa. Because that is one of Lavos' favorite techniques. Because honestly, if you could shoot fire... Well, not fire. If you could shoot needles from the sky, wouldn't it also be one of your favorite techniques? Luca is at lower health. No, that's particularly not good. Having our healer both asleep and within death range is not great. And also confused. Good! Okay, Marl, save yourself. Oh! I mean, good job, everybody. We survived. And ho ho! Would you look at that? The shell did not disappear. We got a lot of mid-tonics. God, her healing is very powerful at the moment. The shell did not disappear, and we were told to do two things. We were told to push the shell, and we were told to climb the shell. I always feel like there should be a secret up here. I don't believe there is, but it just feels like the kind of place where there would be. But before I climb the shell, just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. No, I don't seem to have. And that's how you get up there. And that was the third and final challenge. Which makes me think we're approaching a very important narrative moment. Chest. Memory cap. I don't remember exactly what it does. Prevents luck, which is very useful against those enemies that do luck to you. Unfortunately, this is the first memory cap in the game, and I believe this is literally, like, we don't see any more of them in the game. So that kind of sucks. It's still nice, and other enemies can do that technique, but they're the ones who do it most. Anyway, we are now at the peak of Death Peak. So, this is the summit of Death Peak. All who fear the night and stand against the darkness, please give us strength. Chrono. The pendant's reacting. It's shattered. But we've come so far. Don't be sad. It was silly to think we could get him back. Please answer me. Don't leave me. Chrono! A time freeze. I never thought it possible. Chrono! The Chrono Trigger. The Guru's time egg. And there we all are. We're back at that instant. You cannot interact with anybody or anything. This is a single instant, frozen in time. But we have an exact replica of Chrono's body. You know what? I will put Pokemon Mystery Dungeon on my list, Stitch. I'm not playing Fable again. And thank you for giving me an out. Because I needed one. Yeah. Yeah. May just lost Shala all that time again. All that time ago. He had an opportunity to return as the prophet, and he lost her again. And now, in the moment where he feels he could snatch her back, he can't. He has no way to replace her. We'll just exchange the clone for Chrono. Chrono? It's Chrono! You're alive! We've got to hurry. Save the hellos for later. We've got work to do. See, that makes me think that the colored pixels are intentional. And snatched from the very moment of his death. Chrono is returned to life. Welcome back, Chrono. I'm so glad you're back, Chrono. Josh, that is one of my favorite things. Yes. All of what I've just done, is an optional side quest. It's possible to not have the clone. The clone is something you have to go out of your way to get. And without knowledge, I would guess a lot of people ended up missing that on their first playthrough. And even if you have the clone, you can just choose not to do this. I love the fact that this is optional. It's rare for a game to kill the protagonist. It's rarer still if there's like a way for the protagonist to come back, for that to be optional. Like, you can just finish the game. We could have finished the game several times from now, between Chrono's death and resurrection. I think it's really, really cool. But I also really like Chrono. So we're bringing him along. And Magus says nothing. We knew this day would come. You mustn't. You can't do that ever again. No matter who else comes, for me it is always essential that Marl comes along. I mean, fair, Josh. While you were away, a lot of things happened. First we, and then after that we, but Chrono, are you even listening? There's so much you have to know. And Chrono is returned to us. And of course, I will take Chrono. Fuck you, Magus. This point, the game is at like an endable state. Technically, you could always either travel to the year of the apocalypse, 1999, when the world ended and we all just didn't notice, or you can take the bucket to the day of Lavos. We've had several options to finish the game before now, but this is the point at which all required story content is complete. Everything from this point forward is going to be side questing, but unlike a lot of games, the side quests are so good that I'm going to do them all. Yes, Copper! That sounds really good. Can you just email me some? Actually, send it to me over Discord. That's probably easier. But yeah, everything from this point on is optional, more so than it generally is. And there is a lot of cool stuff, as we will see. So, looks like you were successful. No, don't thank me. I didn't do a thing. I just gave you a place to begin. If you really want to thank me, make me a member of your team. By the way, the Wings of Time has come looking for you. It seems to have a heart and mind of its own. You wish to fight Lavos, correct? Many paths lay open to you. You may use that bucket, or fly the Wings of Time to the day of Lavos. Or there's the Black Omen, which floats in the sky above your world. Lavos is somehow connected with it. It's up to you to decide when and where to fight Lavos. By now you must realize that you are the only ones who stand a chance against him. However, you will not be alone. I've had vague glimpses of events, people, and places that will empower you. In the Middle Ages, a woman's sheer determination brings a forest back to life. A fugitive in the Middle Ages, Ozzy, maintains an evil hideout. There's a task to be done in the future, where machinery originated. And there's a very special stone that can shine its light on each generation, from the distant past to the far future. There's the ghost of a lofty knight slain by mages in the Middle Ages, who haunts the present. There's an object in the Middle Ages that sparkles like a rainbow. Yeah, there's a lot of Middle Ages shit. One of you is close to someone who needs help. Find this person. Fast. Just as you touch the lives of every life form you meet, so too will their energy strengthen you. Fail to live up to your potential, and you will never win. I'm sorry that I must simply witness the coming spectacle from my vantage point here. And even though it's a little bit early, that is where I am going to call stream. I've had a very long day, and that is a very appropriate place narratively to draw things to a close for the stream. We ended last stream with Chrono dying. We finish this stream with Chrono being returned to us. And we now know much of what we must do. Thank you all so much for joining me. This has been an absolutely wonderful experience. It always is. I love playing this game in particular. I love streaming for you. You all make this absolutely wonderful. Does anybody have any suggestions for who to raid? If nobody does, I'm thinking either Gam or Spooky. Doesn't look like there are any suggestions, so I'm going to go ahead and raid Gam. Let me just check the spelling on that name. Yep. So yeah, I will be streaming again on Friday at 5:30 Eastern Time, where I plan to finally, finish my randomizer. I know I've said that 2 weeks in a row, but literally there's just Mother Brain and Ganon left. I'm pretty sure I could do it in one stream. For the rest of my streams, please check the schedule channel in my Discord, or check the schedule on Twitch. Both tend to be pretty up to date. You have all been great. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful evening, or whatever time it is for you. And I will see you around. Ciao.